All right. Thank you for listening to WCEG. This is Millennial Talk 2.0. I'm your host, Kyle Andrew. Don't forget that you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and if you like our conversation, you can call us at 678-619-1402. And also our Instagram handle is at WCEG_talk_radio. I'm in the studio with TV host, radio host, author, Ricardo D. Wrice. And now we're going to play a game.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Before you get started, let me put this disclaimer right there. Don't catch a beat down. I'm just telling you, you got to show back up in my studio on Friday, so don't get cute. Keep it cute.
Okay, listen. The game is called Leader or Loser. So we're in the beginning stages of a very, very exciting 2020 election. And I've been paying very close attention, partly because this is like the first election, the second election. My first time voting was in 2016, but that's not the point. It's just a very entertaining and exciting election. I'm just really excited about it. We have all of these people that are running against Trump. Everybody wants Trump out. So here's the thing. I'm going to name somebody who's running, and you're going to tell me whether you think they're a leader or a loser. And it's not necessarily talking down on anybody, because they're in a race, so they're gonna, if they don't win, they're gonna lose.
Fine, but you might have to give some back history on some of them, because there's too many of them. It's like 25 of them. I got you. I digress.
So I'm gonna give you this one. This is a freebie.
You're so generous.
All right. He was the governor of Colorado until January, and previously held the most Colorado trifecta of jobs imaginable. Mayor of Denver. He's a geologist, and he is a brewery owner. His name is John Hickenlooper. I've never heard of him before this morning.
I didn't either, so I don't know why you brought him. I hope you're not expecting me to be able to give you an answer.
Leader or loser?
I can't answer that. I don't know enough about him.
Loser.
No, I'm not going to automatically name them. All right, Raymond, read his credentials again. What has he done?
All right. Hickenlooper. His name is John Hickenlooper. He was the governor of Colorado until January. He's previously held the most Colorado trifecta of jobs imaginable. He's currently the mayor of Denver. He's a geologist, and he's a brewery owner.
I mean, he understands the dynamics of government because he's run a state and so on and so forth. I'll give him a leader. His track record is pretty good.
Okay.
Compared to some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next candidate. She has been a senator of Minnesota since 2007. Amy Klobuchar.
Okay, you cannot play a game where you can't pronounce the names.
These names,
then
these last names are...
Then go to the popular ones. Stop trying to play a game where you can't pronounce the names.
Miss Amy Klobuchar. Klobuchar. You know what I'm talking about. I'm trying.
Again, you pick a game where you can't pronounce the names, and I'm supposed to be able to answer these questions?
Leader or loser? Do you know the lady I'm talking about?
No, I do not. It's like 25 people in this field, and you pick all the ones we don't even talk about.
A senator from Massachusetts since 2013. Warren is previously...
Okay, I know who Elizabeth Warren is.
She was previously a professor at Harvard Law School, helped create the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and wrote a book on middle-class incomes. Leader or loser? Does she have what it takes?
I don't think these words are befitting, because none of them are losers.
Ricardo.
Because none of them are losers. Like, they're just
but if you're running a race, if you don't win the race, you lose the race. That's
a good ideology. I'll give you credit for that.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean I like this game anymore. But Elizabeth Warren is definitely a winner, but not a presidential winner. Like I said, I think the issue that people are going to have with Elizabeth Warren is her aggressiveness. I don't care what anybody says, and we talk about this on the show. When it comes to women and it comes to leadership, yes, they have to be assertive, but most people would prefer they be assertive behind the scenes. Elizabeth Warren is going to say what she got to say, when she want to say it, how she want to say it, and who she want to say it to. I don't know if that's going to fit well for her being the leader of the free world. And you have to remember, there's diplomacy aspects as well. So in other cultures, women can't be that assertive. You have to understand these dynamics, because you'll have to travel the world and hold meetings and talk to people. And if you go kicking indoors and you're a female, you go to China or Japan, they can look at you like, escort her out.
I think we talked about this once on the leadership blend, and you were saying that women, it doesn't look good for them to be assertive, but
it's the way you do it. There's a certain elegance that has to go with it. That's why most people like Michelle Obama. She's assertive when she needs to, but we can count on any hand, and you won't use all your fingers a number of times you saw her acting a fool on TV or being extremely aggressive. No. First of all, she's tall, so she's statuesque when she walks in a room. But when she walks in the room, she knows she's a Harvard graduate. She understands the dynamics of government. Her husband is president. That was enough for her to walk in the room and demand attention. And even when that attention required her to open her mouth, she still did it with a certain level of class and elegance. I don't think Elizabeth Warren has that. And I think that's going to be an issue.
Okay. You'll like this one. This Vermont senator is a self-described Democratic socialist runner-up. He was a runner-up in 2016 to 2016.
Oh, we talking about the Burnster?
Bernie Sanders.
Yes, the Burnster. You know we call him the Burnster.
The Burnster.
The Burnster. Look, I'm not in love with all of his politics. He's a leader, but I think that he may actually win the nomination because when you can announce that you're going to run again and you get $12 million in 24 hours or something like that, or $5 million in 24 hours, you're that dude. Yeah. The rest of them are still trying to raise money. That money did not come from huge companies giving him money. That money came from mom and pops giving 20 to here, 30 there. When you can get that kind of outcry or outpour, you're the man. He's the man.
This woman is a first-time senator from California, was elected in 2016. She was previously the state attorney general.
Are we talking about Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris.
No, it's Kamala.
Kamala?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Leader or loser? I like her.
Why do you like her? That's a better question.
I like her, honestly, for the reason you don't like Elizabeth Warren. She's assertive, and she just seems like she is very headstrong. I feel like she could go up against Trump. You can't send somebody weak against Trump.
This is true, but they also have to be able to stand their ground, not only just in verbiage, but other things. Kamala has too much baggage. The problem is her track record. She incarcerated a lot of black folk, and you're black, and you have to win the black vote. I don't think that's going to fare well for her. Now, those of us that understand politics, there are other variables that will play into that we would consider. But for the average African American, if they see that she incarcerated a high number of African Americans, that's all they're going to see. They're not going to take the time to research. And she's light skinned. Simone just chimed in. She can kill me fat. There's a reason I said that, Simone. I said she's light skinned because that'll play in the dynamic too. Because like, well, you're black and how you incarcerate a bunch of black folks and you black. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fare well for her because they already questioned it. That's not going to fare well for her.
All right, this next guy, I've been advocating for him for one reason, but he hasn't answered how he's going to pull through with the things that he's says that he wants to do. He's a tech entrepreneur who created the test preparation company Manhattan Prep and then Venture for America, which tries to incubate startups outside New York and the Bay Area, which is based in New York. Andrew Yang, leader or loser. He also wants to give everybody $1,000.
Oh, this is $1,000 man. Oh, good Lord.
I knew that would make you realize who he was.
Oh, good Lord.
That's one of the reasons I've been paying attention to him, but he doesn't know how he wants to pay for it, which is one of the reasons I like him, but loser. He's not going to win.
Then he's a loser.
All right. And last, Cory Booker, a senator from New Jersey. He was previously a social media savvy mayor from New York. Leader or loser?
I'm going to ask you one question. When's the last time we heard anything from Cory Booker?
He did an interview on the Breakfast Club. I haven't heard much from him since.
There lies in the problem. Cory Booker had everything going for him in the beginning because he was African-American male. People found him attractive, which makes a difference. I don't know why. It makes a difference. He had the momentum. Now that momentum has died out. You don't hear anything from him. This is not the time to lose momentum. This is the time he should have been going hard if he really wants to be a candidate. I think he's lost his momentum. I think he's shot. He's done.
Okay. POTUS, leader or loser? President of the United States.
You trying to get me in trouble? Trying to get me court-martialed?
What is he going to do to you?
You'd be amazed. Trump has. Oh, I was getting ready to say something nasty. Don't make me say things. Don't put me in a position to say anything nasty. Okay, I will say this about Trump. I'm a Democrat. Don't love him. I can't say that I hate him. And the only reason, it's funny, because the only reason I'm actually willing to say that I kind of like some of the things he's done is because of the conversations we've had. He's actually forced people, and Double R said this, and I actually agree with him. He's forced us to look at things that don't work and ask us why we're still doing them. I can respect that. So he's done some things. They don't translate well, but he's done some things that I think will actually make America, will force America to whoever comes in after him to really consider these things that we do that are not fruitful. We do a lot of things that are not fruitful as a government. We really do.
Was that so hard?
Shut up.
I think you enjoyed that. All right, so moving on. So here at WCEG, we're all about community involvement and empowerment. So Ricardo has been organizing a nonprofit summit, Women's Edition, coming up in June. You have Dr. Nikki Hill, Angela Ochiltree, and Nadine Wheat coming to your summit. So what is this nonprofit summit, and what are you trying to do with it?
Okay, for some reason, because I have three sisters and a mother. Most of the leaders that I've had, ironically, have been females. I don't know why that is. It's something about, I just love working with females in certain aspects. They have their issues. So do men. I've always wanted to do a women's conference. The timing was never right, and I never had the right circle. That has changed. Like, the people that are actually on the flyer are just some people that are there. There are former political candidates. Latasha Holden's going to be there, or Dr. Latasha Holden. Rachel Kinsey's going to be there. They both ran for office. Simone's going on that. There are panels and speakers. So there are panels that talk about health and fitness, which a friend Wantis is on there. Dr. Nikki Hill's on there to talk about hair. There's a panel that talks about changing your community through politics. So running for office, which is where Dr. Holden and Rachel Kinsey come in. There's another panel for the glass ceiling in corporate America, where Dr. Wheat and Dr. Henson and Tamika Milburn are going to be on. So it's a plethora of all kinds of things. There are main stage speakers. I may do Grant Wright. I hadn't decided. But there's Coach AJ, who does coaching for people writing books. There is Angela, who was the former president of the Merida Business Association. So I brought her on to talk about what it looks like when you oversee businesses, not just own a business, but oversee businesses, and how that plays out for women, being in that particular role. There's one more. Oh, Gladys, who was on the show. Gladys is going to be on as well to talk about international leadership. So it's a chance for people in the nonprofit sector. And nonprofit, I have to make this distinction. Nonprofit also covers churches. Churches are nonprofits. So it definitely deals with those who are leadership in ministries. You definitely want to be there, especially if you're a female in leadership, to be in the room with other females who are in the nonprofit sector.
We're a nonprofit. WCEG is a nonprofit. But you seem to have a passion for nonprofits. Where does that come from?
Because they're necessary. Like, nonprofits they're doing God's work. God knows they do, because they don't get paid for it. So they're doing God's work, and it needs to continue. But at the same regard, we need to get better in that sector as well, because I've been a part of a lot of nonprofits, and they don't get it either. These things still require you to have effective leadership. I cannot stress this enough. Anything in the nonprofit sector is not exempt from good leadership. So that's the purpose of the nonprofit summit, is to get leaders in the room, and me bring in people who are in the for-profit sector and the nonprofit sector, put them all in one room, make them have conversations that both sides don't want to have, and us have, equip these leaders to take us to the next level and the next dimension. So that's the goal behind it.
So how has the response been? Are you expecting a big turnout on June 1st, or?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do this thing up. Like, really? I want to have anywhere from 50 to 100 leading ladies. And like I said, we just started promoting it last week, and I've already got sponsors, which is rare, because I'm not that dude. Despite us doing this, I don't like talking about myself. I do it if I have to, but it's not something I do. So
he says that, but I have a hard time believing that.
I'm telling you, it's the truth.
I guess.
Unless you put me on the spot and force me to talk about what I've done, and I've learned I have to do it because it's a part of the brand. So I have to be able to talk about what I do. But to go out and sell the radio or sell TV, I've never been really good at it. It's something I'm learning to do. So to have sponsors who are already interested, in some of them are already giving the bags, because I want a real conference. So we're going to have the bags for the ladies with all kinds of goodies in it. Y'all don't know it yet, but y'all coming to do interviews out there. The TV production.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh yeah, did I just announce that on your show?
Okay, this is the first time that I'm hearing this. So the interns are going to be doing interviews at your nonprofit summit. That's exciting.
The interns are going to have a booth.
Planning on telling us that?
Probably. We got 3 months. The conference is in June, so we have 3 months. I was just trying to figure out the dynamics of it, but yeah, y'all are going to be there doing interviews with some of the ladies, some of the leading ladies. The television crew, they already know they're recording it. So the summit is actually being recorded for my actual episodes for the TV show. So you have the conference, which is on Saturday, June 1st. And then we have nightly church services May 31st through June 2nd, because I love to have some good church. So I want to make sure that, and y'all met the people that are speaking when we did I don't know if you were there, when we did the panel.
The three mothers?
Yes.
I was not there for that show.
Yeah, well, they're the ones that's doing it. So we have Mother Dorothy Boyd Rush is going to be one. First Lady Sean Moss and Apostle Deidre Perry will each be doing a night at the church service nightly.
Okay. Oh, that's when you were. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna be Knockout Dragger. Look, I'm apostolic. So for those that know apostolic and holiness, y'all know we prophesy, lay hands, shout, all that good stuff. So we'll be doing a lot of that those 3 nights. So you definitely want to come out to that.
That's exciting. I look forward to that.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. I want to thank you for coming out to Millennial Talk 2.0 and just talking about yourself, something that you don't like to do, quote unquote. But anything else that you want to say? Any last plugs that you want to give to our listeners and our viewers?
Definitely for all things Ricardo Wrice, you definitely want to check out my website. That's the easiest place to go. Everything's there. To get your tickets for the Nonprofit Summit, you'll go to ricecommunity.com. That's Rice with a W, so WRICE community.com. Easy. On the homepage, you can purchase your ticket. To find out, to watch the TV show or the radio show, you could go to YouTube and type in the Leadership Blend. But again, if you are not tech savvy, just go onto the website, ricecommunity.com. You can get the option of watching the TV show or the radio show. You can purchase your tickets for the Nonprofit Summit. And you can get my book on Amazon or Barnes & Nobles online. So, hey, one-stop shop. We try to knock it all out. Before I leave, I want to make an announcement to Kyle that I will be changing the flyer on Friday and taking double R off and putting you on it.
Wow. All right.
So that
we don't have
I said I was going to wait till I get here.
For that.
He has earned that, so I'm going to change the flyer. So on Fridays, which we call Intern Friday, he will be taking double R spot on Friday.
That's big. Wow.
It is. You've earned it. You kudos to you. You did a great job today. I had to make you loosen up, but you didn't have to. But you did a very good job on today, and this was the final test to see if you were ready to take that spot, and I think you can do it. So kudos to you. Congratulations to you, sir.
I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Well, you heard it here first. I'm here every second Saturday of the month, but you can catch me on the Leadership Blend every Friday from 12 to 2. So thank you for listening to Millennial Talk 2.0 on WCEG Talk Radio. I'm Kyle Andrew, and we will see you next month.